to the chest of drawers, pulled out a pair of fleecy jogging bottoms, wriggled into them, and pulled a ratty old sweatshirt over the top of her head. Then she slid her feet into a pair of chunky cable-knit socks and ran her fingers through her hair. She would shower and change after breakfast. For now she was suddenly itching to see her brother and give him a great big hug. "Get up, lazy," she said to Alex with a grin. "Let's go."
"Me? Lazy? You're the one who—"
Yeah, whatever. Come on, stop making excuses and get up." She squealed as a pillow flew through the air and thwacked her on the side of the head. Alex was already out of the door and probably downstairs already. "That's not fair!" she yelled after him. "You can't use vampire superpowers to beat me downstairs." His laughter floated back up the stairs, and she grinned, heading for the door. Seconds later, when Maddy walked into the kitchen, Isabelle, Jacques, and Alex were already sitting there, laughing and chatting in French. They switched to English as soon as she came in. "Merry Christmas," Isabelle said, rising to her feet in a swish of pale blue silk. She was adorned in a beautiful 19th-century gown, with pearls at her wrist and throat. Jacques, too, was in one of his original suits. "Wow," Maddy murmured. "You guys look amazing, like something out of a movie." "Thank you." Isabelle dipped a little curtsy.
"Belle made me wear it," Jacques said with an eye roll. "Apparently we have to wear our finest clothes for Christmas."
Jacques had taken to the relaxed 21st century lifestyle with glee, fully embracing the language, clothing, and entertainment. He wasn't impressed at having to dress so formally once more. "Look at the state of me in my sweats!" Maddy blushed, feeling totally inadequate. "I'm glad you're not dressed yet," Isabelle said. "I have a gown that would look perfect on you. Would you mind? I thought it would be fun to dress up as it's a special day. But we don't have to. If you'd rather not— No, that would be cool. We could do that. Not sure if Ben will go for a suit, though. I'm sure you will get into the spirit of things, if everyone else is," Isabelle replied, clapping her hands with glee.
"You've made our year,"
Alex said. "And what of you, brother?" Isabelle added. "You look like you've been thrown from an horse and dragged through the desert."
"Charming,"
Alex replied, glancing down at his crumpled suit and running a hand through his dark, unruly locks.
"Don't worry. I'll dress up for you, darling sister. Where's Freddy? Is he all right today? It must be hard for him, without Leonora."
"He'll be up any minute," Jacques said. "Where's Ben?" Maddy asked. "Out on his bike, I guess. Or gone to feed the deer?" The front door slammed. "Ben?" Maddy called out. Seconds later, Esther puffed into the kitchen, her face flushed and her eyes bright. She took in the sight of everyone in the kitchen and scowled, without passing comment on Isabelle and Jacques' lavish attire.
"Right, you lot, out! I can't cook Christmas lunch with everyone cluttering up my kitchen."
"Merry Christmas, Esther," Alex said, planting a kiss on her ruddy cheek.
"Yes, well, Merry Christmas, I suppose."
"You suppose?" Maddy smirked. "Can I at least stay to make a cup of tea? I'm gasping for a cup. And a slice of toast would be—"
"No! Out! I'll bring you your tea and toast into the drawing-room. And where's young Ben? I suppose he'll be wanting porridge."
"He's gone out," Maddy replied. "Be back in a minute, I hope." Esther made a harumphing noise in the back of her throat and stood with her hands on her hips while she waited for everyone to vacate the cosy warmth of the kitchen. Maddy had long ago given up trying to offer their surly housekeeper any help. The kitchen was Esther's domain, and she liked it that way. Occasionally she might tolerate Ben helping with a few chores, but generally that was her limit. As Maddy followed the others out of the kitchen, she had a sudden thought and popped her head back around the kitchen door. "Esther?" she said. Esther replied, her back to Maddy as she rummaged around in one of the cupboards. "Thank you," Maddy said. Esther paused for a second and grunted something unintelligible before continuing her rummaging. "You know," Maddy continued, "for your help, and Morris's help, and for looking after us and everything. Thank you." The couple had recently discovered that Freddie's sister Leonora had betrayed Madison and the others. Morris had put himself in considerable danger to keep Ben and Maddy safe. Madison knew she owed the two of them a lot, not to mention the fact that they did an amazing job of keeping them fed and watered.
"Yes, well,